welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy creamy chicken and mushroom pasta. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. So let's get started on this recipe. First disclaimer is I'm going to be using spaghetti. You can use whatever pasta you've got on hand. Any pasta will do, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're starting off with some chicken breast, which I've just butterflied because I want to grill our meat before we start making the sauce. And the reason why I want to grill it is because it's going to retain the moisture inside, and it's also just going to be so flavorful if you first start off by grilling or cooking it separately from making it inside the sauce. Okay, so I've just seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm just going to make sure that that is evenly rubbed through on all the sides of my chicken. We're not going to add a lot of spices to this. It's just going to be very basic salt and pepper seasoning for our chicken. If you do have leftover chicken, I can strongly recommend that you use it. That is leftover roasted chicken, of course. So I'm going to take this chicken breast and then just place them on my skillet, and then I'm going to allow these to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on each side until my chicken is completely cooked through. You need to make sure that your chicken cooks completely because we're not going to be cooking it in the sauce for long. So just make sure that your chicken is completely cooked through before you proceed to the next step. So this is what my chicken is looking like. I'm just going to set it aside and then start making the sauce. So for the sauce, I'm starting off with some onions, which I'm going to be sauteing until they are nice and translucent. And then to that, I'm going to be adding some mushrooms, which I've just chopped up into little pieces. I know there's variations of mushrooms available out there. You can use whichever ones you've got on hand. Just chop them up, and then we're gonna cook them until they've reduced in size and they're completely cooked through. And this is what they need to be looking like. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to making the sauce. So the main or the base of our sauce is going to be some cooking cream, and this is the cream that I am using. You're more than welcome to use other brands. I'm not going to be sticking to a particular brand for this recipe. You can use whichever cooking cream you've got on hand, and then you're just going to be adding that into your skillet, and then you're just going to mix that up just so that you can start the cooking process of your cream. So the cream is not going to thicken as it continues to cook, so we do actually need to thicken it up, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that in the next few steps following this part. So once I've added my cream, I just allowed it to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to move over and then add my chicken. So this is the chicken pieces that we've prepared a little bit earlier on. I've just cut them up into smaller pieces, and then I'm going to be adding them into the skillet. You can see from these pieces that my chicken is completely cooked through and it is already ready to eat. You could practically add this to a salad if you really wanted to. So I'm just going to add that into my pot, and then I'm going to be adding my thickening agent, which is just a mixture of flour and water. That's it. I don't want to introduce any additional flavors. If you don't want to use this flour water mixture for thickening, you can go ahead and add your favorite soup packet. I would recommend creamy chicken or cream of mushroom if you really want to go that route. And you can see that our sauce is very watery. Don't be alarmed by that. As you continue to cook through, it will continue to thicken, but you also need to bear in mind that when you're making a creamy pasta, you really don't want to have a very thick sauce. That's because you want your pasta to be able to move or to be a little bit more loose inside your pasta sauce and not to be very sticky and slimy. So you can see that now my sauce is starting to thicken up, and then at this point I'm going to be adding my pasta. So the pasta I cooked according to the manufacturer's instruction on the packaging, and what I would tip you guys to do is after you've cooked your pasta, run down some cold water so it stops the cooking process, and then just dash a little bit of olive oil so that it can separate from each other and it doesn't stick together. So now that I've added my pasta, I'm just going to mix it through and just evenly combine everything, the sauce, the chicken, the mushrooms, and you can see how our sauce is. It was a little bit runny, but now it's actually of a nice consistency that's suitable for our creamy pasta. I'm going to be garnishing my pasta with a little bit of parsley. It's just some dried parsley that I'm going to be adding. You're welcome to add whatever dried herbs you've got. If you've got mixed herb, if you've got thyme, and also I would strongly recommend you to add dill if you've got it. That will just create a nice flavor profile for you. And that is basically it. You can see my pasta is nice, it's creamy, and it's also not sticking together, which is what we want. It's really quick and easy to make. This is a lovely weekday recipe. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. Comment in the comment section, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.